anything? I don't know. Yes,
Yes, sir.
hey, did you give Faith an invoice from that guy?
$650.
Okay, but he can do.
Yeah, I got an invoice now. I bring it in a piece of paper. It's attached it to my AutoZone receipt for my headlights.
Okay, what's his name? Signals.
I'm just thinking, it needs to be in auto detailing.
Is it? Where's the sticky note?
It's in her mailbox. You can search it up. You can search it up. It's the name of his business too.
And then N or M and N.
More in there in him.
Okay.
Yes,
And
auto detailing
auto.
is what he wanted to know too.
It was 650, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And obviously they're lettered. One's lettered, and then Stigma Graphics is going to donate that, so there's no charge there. That's nice.
Yeah.
They look nice too, though. I think so. Definitely different than most people. That's what I'll. Anybody want water or anything? That gets us through the claims part of it. Go down this. Sure.
Jill will not be here. She's off today. But of course, we had our BOT meeting, and then GM development. There's 45-day scoping period ends, and it's April 6th. And then at the April 14th meeting, we'll be discussing, and then the selection committee is supposed to have a letter representing that and saying that GM's who they'd like the town to go with. So that's all on that one. And then
So presumably then at the May council meeting, would that be the public hearing and the award of the BOT?
I think she was trying to do it on the 14th.
Okay. Because the way, the issue is if the letter is received on the 6th, then submitting it to the paper is going to be with them.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if we get the recommendation letter before then, like 10 days before or something, then we get the notice in the paper and then get the public hearing for an April meeting.
Okay. So as long as we have it by the 4th.
On the 4th, yeah.
Okay.
What day is the 4th? It's a Saturday.
I think it's a separate.
So
Okay.
do the 3rd.
So then,
So that shortens their scope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would shorten it, but we just gotta be careful because, wait till you get the recommendation and then you publish it, then you have 7 days later at least for the hearing and the word.
Yeah, because I asked the election committee, they have to review it, so one of the.
Yeah. What do you recommend?
What would I'm gonna pull up my calendar really quick.
Okay.
Because I don't like to guess. Okay. So the council meeting in April is the 14th because that's the second Tuesday. I would say, honestly, I would say end of day the 2nd, because then if we submit the notice to the paper on the 3rd of April, it'll then publish on the 7th. Because they only publish Tuesday through Saturday.
Mhm.
So if we get it to them that Friday, then they're gonna publish it on the 7th.
Okay.
So
Now is that gonna? That's like shortening their scope period. Does that do anything? Is that?
it could impact, I guess, value engineering or something probably. So I guess if we needed to, we could do a special meeting if that's going
Right.
to reduce
Yeah.
the scoping period too much. If we don't want to wait a month, but
Okay. well, whatever the council would like to do. If they'd like to put it on the second, shorten the,
What
Or
would be
you
the
would-
best for our committee and everybody else involved is what I would say.
mhm,
Yeah, cause you're, the selection committee, I'm sure will wanna review
Right.
the champion
Yeah.
stuff, so,
so maybe we should just have a special meeting after the 14th.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably the best.
Okay, I'll talk to Jill tomorrow and,
Yeah, cause I mean, I would think we need to give at least 3 days. I mean, if I get it, I can look at it pretty quick, but I don't know if Rick and Ruckman can dedicate their time
If
quickly.
they can, that's great, and if not, well.
Yeah.
Don't wanna rush it.
So we're not gonna shorten the scope period, leave it at the 6th.
yeah, and then we can just adjust for a special meeting. Okay, and then Pierce is supposed to be here to discuss the agreement that you have in front of you also. And that has to do with, the I&I review study, which is not to exceed $5,000. So, and then also we put in for the federal funding request with Aaron Houchin's office. And we will know their fiscal year begins 10/26 or 10/1/26, and then for their fiscal year 2027. But I did hear from Aaron Houchin's office this afternoon, and they would like for us to contact the Rural Development Office in Indy just so that we're connected with them. They know about our projects because you got to have all your dots and T's and everything like that. So I'll be contacting them in the morning and talking to Jill about that.
Okay, that'd be great. Score something there. Sewer adjustments look pretty standard.
Yeah, and they meet the requirements. Or it meets the requirements.
I guess Brian will be here to talk about the park board.
Yeah, and we have the 2 side agreements that the park board signs. One's for the Borden High School softball team that we do with them, and then we got the New Providence sewer, or not New Providence sewer, New Providence Lodge that does the concessions. So I got both of those.
That'll be signed by Jeff Cowan, probably not me.
Yeah, I have it, well, since it's with the park board,
Yeah.
so it'd be Brian and Jeff, yeah.
That's good.
So, but I wanted you guys to see them, so that you have, and then he can sign off on them.
I don't know if I had communicated with you, but your playground sign are done. I cut the metal, so
Okay,
I just
cool.
gotta put them on there, so I'll have them. I don't know who you want me to give them to.
You can bring them down here and then Brian can pick them up.
Okay.
Well, and then Jeff has, or Jeff,
Okay. Well, if
First is supposed to be helping.
somebody asks, I'll bring them in tomorrow or the next
Okay.
day. So-
okay, perfect, thank you.
And then what about the Rudy Cook one, or Troy Cook one?
That comes here too, they'll be
But I
put
can
in.
go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I have not done that one. All right,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
just like what that's what they wanted, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, well, that one's not done, but I'll get it shortly after.
Okay.
And Brenna, will you be giving a cemetery? There's probably nothing really to update.
No, I sold a couple plots,
but
got
we-
a couple appointments to sell more plots.
Okay, we'll
so,
just mention that in
Yeah.
the meeting.
Yep,
Then we get to the police department. Joey?
I don't really have anything that's gonna be, I mean, I won't say it in the meeting, but Toby Cheatham wanted to tell us, all that he thanked for having the Borden police there for sectional, and that he really gave Chuck Deaton kudos on with the referee's help. So he said he's been waiting on somebody to kinda take that by the head for a few years, and so he was happy for us to be able to do that.
Thought we were represented well, for sure.
So, I haven't told those guys yet, but I'll tell them, so.
One thing I wanted to ask you is I know spring's coming up. I know you kind of mentioned it. We've got a couple really problematic areas in town for us. Need to be cleaned up.
We do, Miller Drive is kind of a big one that I'm getting complaints on, and then, a little bit in the, trailer park again.
Yeah.
And then I actually hadn't got to talk to you, but I've had a few people talk about down there where the construction was. So I've been fending that off, but I don't even know what our long-term is, what's gonna happen.
Still a construction site, waiting on the contractor to finish up his
So
contract.
alright.
He's supposed to been there last week to fix it.
Okay.
The,
Got rained out.
one thing that's kind of been on my mind is down at Jeff Hunt's old business, for some
Yeah.
reason, there's a
Yeah.
bunch of old wood and stuff piled there.
I noticed that
outside.
this morning, like,
I'm not,
pallets.
just mention something to them, say, hey, yeah, that can't be there.
Well, they had about 15 cars there at one time.
Right.
They had a bunch
There's
of
still
signs.
some cars there.
The thing about it is I don't know if he's that smart or if it's just timing, but, so it's like on our junk, it's like 30 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, he'll get to like 23 days or something, and that car's gone inside, and it's like it's a musical chair. And then the other thing that I don't understand, that maybe, if I'm gonna go down there and talk to him, if you guys are alright with it, is why they didn't bring the fence out further. Now, I did notice the other day that they had somebody there paving.
Oh, they're paving
So
inside there?
maybe inside
That's
of it,
paving.
they thought that the gravel was gonna work, cause I know one
Yeah, I
time
don't think
they
it
had
worked.
not a skid steer, but
Big
Forklift.
forklift hung up in there.
they had it hung, so I don't know if they thought that was gonna pack down enough to
Yeah.
carry cars in there. So maybe it's gonna get better, cause like I said, they had somebody
Well,
paving the other
these
day.
pallets and all that would give you a good opportunity just to mention everything.
The fuel tank out there too, right there by that corner too.
So, is it by the pallet size, or, okay,
Yeah, it's right on the end of the pallets.
like a 55-gallon drum or something?
No, it's like a
Actual tank?
200 or 300 gallon
Oh, a big one, okay.
tank
Oh,
sitting there.
it's like an
beside
old
it.
fuel oil tank?
There
Yeah.
used to be
Okay.
one behind there, I wonder if that's where it came from.
No.
Jeff used to have one behind it for
Mhm.
years, but.
Yeah, I think it was a season sold. But the pallets, I mean, we spent time with, the welding shop to get all that stuff cleaned up on their side.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got.
So I think the pallets are one thing, like you said, the roving car issue could be an issue with but he should be cleaning it up. And it's interesting, cause when I went by, he's got cars outside, but there's nothing inside the gates.
Well, you might just
Fencing.
mention that, there's the people are coming in and out of the subdivision every day, don't wanna see it.
Well,
And
there
it's
was,
gonna
I
be a
went by there the other
continuing
day, there was
problem.
like 2 or 3, but I mean, there was a couple weeks there where 9, 10, 11 cars out there. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop in there in a
What
moment.
little bit I've talked to them, when they come up here a time or two, they seem to be wanting to get along. I think it's just a matter of mentioning it to them, maybe they'll clean it up. Hopefully.
I know he did call me today because he's wanting to hire a couple people. So he called me in regards to a reference, so maybe that's.
Is there
I don't
any
know.
place else as you all have that I haven't got word of from like the public that I didn't mention?
That Miller Drive is really, man, I drove through there a couple times the last week or two.
He's got a refrigerator, he's got a car with a
Wait.
hoist, on top of all that old stuff he had.
William Moore.
Yeah, now, do we know, that was a question I was gonna ask you, nobody is living in the house that we kept citing last
Yeah,
year?
the door's wide open, front door
And it
was.
looked like
empty.
they were doing construction work for a while. Do we know if they're up to date on?
I haven't. I mean, I just collected stuff.
I just don't, I don't know how we're gonna cite somebody if they're not there to.
Somebody owns it. I don't know who.
To
It
trust.
should still be the same lady, right? There was two ladies that I can't remember their name, that I wrote on last year.
Well, the one lady.
Grace Martin, and then
Suzanne.
that's
Grace
what-
Martin, and
Suzanne
then
Williams.
the actual lady that lives there.
That's
her
it, yeah.
name's
She was,
Susan.
Sue Williams.
But I'm pretty sure it's been empty since before winter.
Really?
Yeah. Like they're not in there living, so they may be paying the bills or the sewer, I don't know. but-
might need,
I would just, as far as notice goes, I would, send it, go ahead and still try to send it certified mail, but then also drop it off in a conspicuous location, like on the front door or something too. So that way we can say we put a good faith in to provide the notice.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like the trailer. We gotta keep documenting, keep
Yeah.
documenting.
Okay.
That's the only way. If they Because we haven't got a foreclosure attempt on that lately, have we?
No, I haven't seen anything. Oh, that is the one, yeah.
Oh, I was actually gonna talk to you about something else. The dude that lives across the street from you, Lancaster, in the trailer,
Bobby?
had, actually animal control's been out there once. Have you seen the dog loose a bunch yourself?
I have, but not for a while,
Okay, so probably since animal control went out there.
maybe. Yeah, I saw.
Cause I drive by there and I don't see it, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but there's a couple times I went and knocked on his door.
that would.
The dog would come up to me, but it wasn't harmful, but I told him, Bobby, you gotta get this dog in.
Neighbor across the street complained about it, and then had animal control come, so. I was aiming to run into you and ask you when I had time. See
Yeah, I
what your
haven't
thoughts,
seen it
see what your
lately.
thoughts were, okay. Sounds like animal control probably took care, I mean, he told him he was gonna get cited, and they may take the dog, so sounds like they took care of it.
Does anybody know how that situation in the subdivision ever turned out with the pony or the horse in the yard?
It's still there as of last week.
Well, that was turned over to the county.
I mean, last week when I drove by there, I actually looked in there to see if it was there, and it was still there, so.
Yeah, Eric was supposed to be taking care of it, so.
We'll let them do their job.
I'll check in the morning, and I can check in the morning for you. I did not.
I was
look
just
today.
curious, I don't really.
The last week it
It's
was
a
there.
county
It was still
issue.
there last week.
I hate it
was
for the
there.
neighbors to have to smell it. It's gonna get worse.
Well, summertime it will.
Okay. Back to Brennan.
So the town signage, they already know that they're adding that 2026, go Braves, but, our anonymous donation, which is not Stigma Graphics, has donated the materials for the sign. So all we have to do is pay for them, which is like $275 a sign, I believe. And she said, that it would take 5 days.
So is it ordered, everything's ordered?
Everything's taken care of, they're just waiting for the material, it should be there tomorrow or Thursday.
What about the posts and the caps for?
So the guys, I've already talked to them,
Okay.
but they need to go pick it up.
Okay, so they know what to do?
Yeah,
Okay,
they,
good.
yeah,
'Cause I like to get it up as soon as we can.
I know, me too. I'm,
Make all them girls happy, we
Done.
hope.
yeah, so that's great, we thank our anonymous donation. Then the Old State Bank building, the BOT, we've already discussed that, but with the, kind of goes in the next one with the South Monon Trail grading places. So we did raise $49,090. So we met our 48,000. So the state's gonna give us 48,000 to go along with that.
Right.
So our total in funding that we received was $449,590 that we have left. And we had that 40,000 that, Radius paid for the engineering design. So it was around 490,000 that we raised for that building, so. Excited to see what it looks like at the end. The Meta grant, I asked Sadie this afternoon for an update, and we did not get that with Radius. So we'll apply for the next round. Group insurance, I got an update from Caitlin. She is meeting with another company on Thursday and should have an answer by Friday about price and guaranteed issue option for us. Signage at the park, he already mentioned that. Ready 1.0 funding, we had some questions hit us back with LMH with Homeland Security, or Department of Homeland. They had some questions, so we responded, so they're still working on it. They gotta give us the blessing to go. As soon as they do, we can move forward. Ready 2.0 funding, did a presentation on Friday, and we should know this coming Friday about funding. Employee handbook, working on that, and also Faith has some classes on that since HR falls in her office, so she's got some classes on that she's taking this week. Then the next thing is the Borden Food Pantry site agreement that you guys will see next. So if you guys want to look that over, but I just changed it, like you'd mentioned, Matt, just to adapt to, I just adapted to food pantry language.
It looks good after my quick review. I was looking at the
Okay.
insurance indemnification language mainly, so.
Okay. So that would be something you guys would have to approve. And then also we have our LifeWise agreement, side agreement that we need to have with them.
And Steve, I think I looked at that a while ago that you sent me. I think that was LifeWise, wasn't it? Like a year or two ago?
Well, I think back when, yeah.
Originally.
We
Yeah.
did an agreement with them last year, right?
Yeah, we had it
This
from
is
last year.
just re-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a
renewal, yeah.
you did it last year.
I did, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't be much different.
Yeah, it's
Change
just
the
date
date.
changes, so. And then that's all I have.
Does anybody else have anything under general we need to discuss before the meeting? Everything going pretty good, I guess? If not, we'll adjourn this, meeting here and we'll take off at 6:30 on the regular monthly meeting. Dang, that's good.